are going to send the app component to the render. And here in this app, I am going to write one form actually. Okay, so in this app, I am going to write a form which is used to display the form elements. Like I am going to display some biller, last name, and email, and product name, and also email validation. So that and all I am going to do here. Okay, so the thing is, at very first point of time, yeah, yeah, at very first point of time, I will be seeing some I have created here one class, and I have given my farm name here. My farm is the one which is having the farm name. I mean, which is my component, which is my component. My farm is my component. So that component I am going to declare in the above actually. Okay, this component, whatever we are having, so this is my validation form. One second, one second. Okay.
No.
Yeah, fine, cool. So here I am going to create one form component here. This is my form component. So this my form component, I am going to insert this my form component into the app component, and that app component, whatever I am getting, I am routing it to the root. Okay, I am routing it to the root. So now the thing is, here in this form, whatever I am going to extend here, so this form, this state, and also a validator. So here I am giving few validators like biller, product name, last name. Likewise, I have given some validators. Like this is just an object which will, if it is like a string, it will be displaying the. If it is an empty string, it will display the. I mean, the error. If it is not a string, it will display that error. Like it cannot be blank, or if it is an empty, it will be displaying the error. So here, coming for the main change, here you'll be finding here one form. So in this form, I am going to have here on submit this dot on submit. So when I am calling this dot on submit, so it will go and hit this event dot prevent default, and here it will be taking like constant is valid object dot keys, and this dot validators dot map this dot validate. uh, what I am doing here is like, this validators is the one which will be doing the validation, this one. So I am going to inject these validations to the to my form actually, to my form. So here, if I once I am submitting the form, it should not be the default values. The default values means it should not be like empty spaces, and it should be valid. If it is valid, then it has to tell like form is submitted. Okay, so this statement I will come again for this. So for now, if the form is submitted, if it is a valid form, then we have to get a message in the console like form is submitted. Okay, kindly take this as in the consideration. So now the thing is here we are going to have here some div style equal to some width 40 class name in the form group call md4 call md4. This is a bootstrap kind of it's a bootstrap class which will tell like the total div is a form group, and then in that form group we are going to have four columns. In bootstrap we have actually the total screen will be divided into 12 parts. Like for md means medium devices like desktop. Okay, so md means desktop. Hyphen 4 means it is going to occupy the four parts of the screen. Means it will be showing you like half of the screen, almost half of the screen, almost like 40% of the screen. It will show you the view actually. I mean this total form will be this I mean whatever we are having here, that is like md4 means totally four columns are divided for we are going to consume totally four columns. Okay, so among that I'm going to have here validating form group. So this validating form group is again a component. So for this component, I am going to send the label and field name and value of that and handle change. If somebody is entering over there, so that should be handled right. Means it should not be some space or something. For that we are going to handle here with some handle change. So this handle change is the one is I think it will be above actually. Yeah, 1 second. Yeah, this one. So here even dot current target name means it will take the current name of your application of your text. Suppose if you are giving last name is equal to some term or something, that term will be readed in the event dot current target dot name. Okay, and that will be read to the field name here. That will be read to the field name here. And once this is updated, I am going to get that state of the value to the this dot set state dot field name. So this field name, whatever the values I am going to change in the form, so that value will be available inside this field name. Okay, so and it will validate the particular field name. What this validate will do, this validate will check like whether it is a spaces or not. So if it is a spaces, it will be throwing some error like uh, cannot be blank. Okay, else it will be I mean showing some null values. Okay, so the state of going to the errors is depend upon the handle change what we are I mean if we are entering whatever the value that will mention whether the values are I mean valid or not. That so this handle change will be I mean taking decision. So here this dot validate is the one which is going to handle the particular which is going to handle the particular form. I mean that fields like last name and first name and also email. So these fields are handled over here. Okay, so here the very next point here is like placeholder is the one which will be there behind the I mean text box, but it is not available. It will be in an opaque mode or it will be in a transparent mode. So and also we are having one more property known as validation error groups. So this validation error groups will be telling like what validations are happening. Like suppose if there is any I mean a blank or something, so this validation error group will be telling us what is the particular errors we are having. So for example here I am going to here. uh, I'm going up, there is a function or there is a state here already. Yeah. Mm, yeah. So initially the validate errors will be like an one particular object. Okay. So once I mean this validation is happening, once this validation is happening and it is coming to know like it is not a so and it is coming to know like if it is not a some space or something. So if it is true, it will go and execute this one, or if it is false, it will be go and return the value spaces to the this dot validators. So this dot validators, so this error whatever we are going to get here, right? So that error is like this validation, this validators errors is like this, so these errors. So here if I am getting like cannot be blank, that will be reflected to the validation errors. So this name is the name of this validators. So that validators whatever I am having here, so this will be the reflection of the cannot be blank. Okay, and that will be placed to the error actually here. Okay, this is a simple XOR function which will mentioning like the condition true block and false block. In this condition, if the a property is having that particular name, and so if it is like an error, it will throw the error to the let error. So here this one. Okay, so now the thing is here I am going to here I am going to get the error of the whatever the error I have told, right? So that error I am going to get to the validation errors like this dot set state, this dot set state validation errors. So this validation errors is the one for every component I am going to call. So once I am calling this validation errors for the every component, so every component in the sense like last name, first name, and also email. So for all those components, I am going to call this validation errors. So if there is any problem with the builder product name, last name, or email, so that respect to error will be coming and storing in this validation errors state. Okay, so that will be displayed, that will be displayed if I mean at the bottom of the validation error form group, that input text box. Okay, so whatever we have so this is very simple one, like it's very easy also. So what I have done is like I have created one validating form group. So this is a component validating form group is a component. So this is where the validation form group is there. So it is accepting label, field name, value, handle change, placeholder, and validation errors. So in this validation form group, I am going to get all these fields. It depends upon, so it should get all these properties actually. Just like how you are passing a values to a parameters to a function. Here also I am going to pass this label, field name, value, handle change, placeholder, and validation errors to the validation form group. In in this constant or in this form group, I am going to give one text actually, type equal to text, and value of that current value, placeholder. So whatever the values you are passing, whatever if you are passing the label will be coming and sitting here as a control label. And if you are passing the field name, that particular field name will be placed here. And if you are passing the value, that particular value will be coming and sitting here, and the placeholder name, and also on change handle on change. So whatever the if there is any change, right? So then it should handle whether that value is true or not. So that also will be handled here. So we just want to consume this validation validating form group here, validating form group here, and we have to pass the respective parameters. Okay, see, the first one is like label. I am going to pass here label, and second one is like field name. I am going to pass here field name as email, and third name is like value. I am going to pass like the value this dot state dot email. So all these values, whenever I am calling this component, so all these values will be injected to this function component validating form group. Okay, and it will be replacing the values whatever we are calling here. So the field name, value name, placeholder, handle change, whatever we are passing here in this right. So they will be replacing, and then actually, since it is only one component, but we are using for multiple purposes. We are going to use for email, last name, and also we are going to use the same component for product name and also email and also last name and biller. Two columns I took here. One is like biller, last name and email. Other one is product name, last name and email. So these two blocks I have taken here. Okay. Once I submit this one, right? So this is I am not going to write anything for the submit actually. I am going to write the logic for validating the errors and also displaying those errors to the user. Okay. Suppose if I am entering a wrong email ID, so that email ID will be handled like, so you have to enter the proper email ID or it will tell you like invalid email address. Okay, so this is like an totally three functions are there. If you see, if you observe carefully, here we are going to have one component. That component is going to pass this all six parameters. That's what we have written here for the component. And the first one is a label, the second one is like form control. So this form control is a bootstrap class which will control your form. Okay, so it will be controlling your form. From where I am getting this bootstrap control label, I mean form control label is from the React Bootstrap. This is the module I am going to I have installed inside the package.json. In the package.json, I have got the bootstrap modules, and that bootstrap modules only I am going to use for my form building. Okay, uh, have we got up to here? Hello.
Yeah, hello.
Yeah, you are seeing, right? You are
Yes.
understanding, right? I will show you the view. You will get more understanding. Okay. Yeah. 1 second. I think to localhost 300. So I think you can able to see the view here. See, here I have two things. One is like biller and last name and email. Okay, so that biller, last name and email is the one I am going to give here. So first one is like biller and the second one is like last name and third one is like email. This is first column. This is under first column, like if it has some 40%. So this I have created. So this is one column. This is one more column. So in this column I am going to give here product name, last name and email. Okay, so in this I am going to have here product name, last name and email. So if you are finding this validating form group is the one which is like a reusable component, which is a reusable component accepting some parameters. So this is a functional component. This is a functional component which is getting the parameters as label, field name, value, handle change, placeholder, and validating errors. So here the label whatever I am giving here, that label will be placed inside this name. Uh, you know Here this control label. So this control label is the one. Suppose if I am taking for the biller, so that control name is the one, this one. Okay, so the next this form control is the one which is like this one. This entire is like form control. This text box is like a form control. So this form control should be having So what you generally write in HTML for input type equal to text. Likewise here also same. We are going to get the form control from the React Bootstrap, and we are going to use the type equal to text and a name equal to field name. So what is my field name here? I mean here for this email, if you see like name here field name. This field name is the one email. Email is my field name. So that is the reference. If you want to if you want to assign a value or something, just like it is like a field name is just like a id of the of your text box. Okay, and the second one and the third one is value. So this value is the one what I am going to give here, this dot state dot email. So whatever the value I am going to at first point of time, this email will be blank only. Then whatever I am going to give here, that will be injected to this validating form group. Okay, and here handle change in so this handle change is the one which is going to check whether the values are correct or not. If we go and see here, the current target name means whatever you are entering here, right? So that is like current target name. This is like e dot current name dot target dot current name, right? So this is the value we are going to get here actually. Okay, so and also that value should be equal to my field name. So this field name is the one I am going to validate again with the above here. This field name is the one I am going to validate. I am going to call this validate email. I mean this validate function. So which is having some kind of whatever I have given here, right? So if I am giving some a at .com, right? So that is a valid email. So this valid email which is coming here, it will go and undergo here the validation errors. So if there is any errors, okay, it will go and throw the this dot validator. So it will go to here, which is like one more function, which is handling the email. So if it is equal to, if it is that if that particular string whatever I am giving, that should be satisfying this email regex, else it will be failing. It will be failing with the it will be failing. So if it is equal, then it will be showing like so it will be showing this one, this not one. Here I am giving not symbol actually. This not means if it is like, if it is a false, it is going to show the invalid email address, right? So if it is true, then it is going to show this null value, means there is no error. Okay, that's how it is. Like there are three here. If you see, handle change is the one, and validate is the one, and that particular validation name whatever we are getting from the input box, that should be validated inside this validators, right? So this is one more validation. Okay, here we are getting the value is one phase, and validating that value is one phase. Okay, that's what these three functions are doing. Okay, validate and validators, and also handle change. Okay, so everything will be happening from this handle change only. This handle change is the one which will be invoked once we are giving here the value of the text box. If you are giving any particular value, that particular value will be placed here. Okay, so yeah, this cannot be blank. From where I am getting this one, I am going to get this one from the this cannot be blank uh, from these error messages only. I am going to get that. Yeah, this is about the farm actually. This is just a farm about how to do some validation, and how to do a reusable input farm. Input text, and then how can we reuse that in the React components.